Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Sorry about the long break. We're currently talking about fires in California still. And if that is something that interests you, I will post a link to local Santa Barbara news where you can follow along if you're interested. Or not, whatever. You guys have arrived through the portal in Outlast, right near the city walls. You actually come out of this like little tiny bush.
All right.
That bush.
So I jump out like, hey, all right. See, I told you we got you here. No ill effects. Did you guys do something with your hair? Because you're looking great.
I am.
That's
I'm
like a
mourning
really
my
good,
scar.
you know. I
No,
mean,
you're
normally
not.
you're all big and lumpy and weird with your limbs and stuff, but you look pretty good.
I look at Victor. Does he look any
Victor,
different?
you don't see Victor. You just see like 4 Robs flying around.
Nick, you're muted, I think.
I guess you being one of them.
Yeah, so I look at myself.
Yep. You're all pseudo dragons.
What? Do I have tiny sickles?
Nope. You're just pseudo dragons.
Oh my god.
You know what, Vincent? I take it back. You asked. I said it wouldn't make you look smart or handsome and everything, and apparently it did.
Oh,
I
Neal,
always look at myself like,
what's the attack bonus for a pseudo dragon?
+1.
How,
+5 for the tail.
what colors are we? What
Okay,
colors
no,
are
I'm not stinging him. I'm just going like.
we? What colors are we?
Rob, what color are pseudo dragons?
Let's see. I think you got a range of them. Let's see. But in a way, it doesn't matter because they have chameleon-like powers.
Excuse me? Can you elaborate, please?
Pseudo dragons have a chameleon-like power that allows them to alter their coloration to blend with their surroundings. They can blend into any typical forest background with an 80% chance of being undetected by creatures which cannot see invisible objects.
So now I have to bring up pseudo dragons.
I don't know. I guess the colors would be up to you.
Okay. So what do you roll to strangle someone?
2 people are now going for the.
Well, it says they resemble miniature red dragons, but that might just be the. Oh, coloration is brown-red.
I think 13 doesn't hit him.
Nope, he's got 18 AC.
Neal, I'm gonna go.
Whoa!
I'm gonna go back through the portal.
You go back through the portal?
Back through.
Oh
the
yeah,
It's
guys, that's not gonna
closed.
work. That's a one-way portal.
Yeah, it's a one-way portal, man. It's closed right now from this end.
You said we would be fine.
You are fine. In fact,
I'm a
you
fucking
look better than
photo
you ever looked.
Do we keep our stats?
No, you're pseudo dragons.
I don't know what the stats of a pseudo dragon are.
No one
Exactly.
does. They don't exist. We'll deal with it.
I think we keep our mental stats in that case, maybe. They wouldn't.
Okay, here.
Do we have our Did our equipment disappear?
Yep. You're just pseudo dragons now. Nothing else.
So look, guys. Okay, I
Neal.
didn't know that was going to happen. I mean, it's only used by pseudo dragons.
Clerical abilities.
I guess you never noticed that it changes you into a pseudo dragon. When it said it was a pseudo dragon portal, I just assumed that it was because only we use it. I only ever saw pseudo dragons come out of these portals.
What if you're not a pseudo dragon? Maybe you weren't when you. Maybe you just turned into one.
Oh no, I was a pseudo dragon born and bred.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Maybe you just think you are. Maybe that's
Neal.
why you want so many things, because you like pseudo dragons should actually be wanting things, right? But maybe you still have some of your human desires left.
Neal,
What do you want things?
the cat.
No,
I don't want any things. That would be silly for a pseudo dragon to.
right?
There's your cat.
Because you didn't want Didn't want to get that money, I suppose. So.
No
Anyway,
true pseudo dragon would want to be a folk singer.
I'm
That's a silly dream.
obviously a gold pseudo dragon, at least to distinguish me from the others.
you are more like a. What's the metal called? Mess.
No.
Rob, why'd you just send us the rules?
I was trying to give you the link to the pseudo dragon.
Brass, yeah. You look more like brass. Not really gold. Shiny. No.
No, I guess it's all one file. Yeah, I was like, okay, here's the pseudo dragon page. I'll send that to them, but
No, it's awkward to send files back. Or
You can use Lumion. It's the same from the monsters manual. So. Anyway, I'm not doing that voice. My throat will die. Well, anyway, we have to. Tiny dragon creatures or not, we have to get a move on and save that woman's daughter. Let's hope this is only temporary. It tends to be in Shenanigans.
Don't worry, guys. I think it'll last. I think it'll last until we go through the portal again. So you're good. You'll still be pseudo dragons for as long as you want.
Portal, I say.
Yeah,
As long as we just fly home, you don't have to go back to being mammalian.
I think there's going to be a very hard time reasoning with my parents how not only did I acquire a new face, but I also turned into a freaking tiny lizard with wings.
Oh my God. You've lost everything, Vincent. You lost every single thing you had. Victor, you even lost your name. You're Vincent, the pseudo dragon.
How do you spell pseudo dragon?
My brother is going to take everything from me.
You.
Oh my God! Vincent, has losing everything taught you anything?
What? What would you mean? Why would it? I need to get it back. That's what I learned.
Can I get perception checks from the whole party right now?
With what?
You have no perception scores. You all automatically fail.
Wait, monsters have perceptions.
No, they don't. It's not in the monsters manual because it's not even a stat in the monster manual.
But monsters have surprise. I think there's surprise rules. So.
Yeah, there's just general everyday surprise rules, which I'll roll. Oh, you guys actually did roll a 1. Cool. So you're all surprised. I think you're all caught up in this whole being pseudo dragon nonsense. And then at some point, someone looks up and realizes that there's 10 guys with crossbows and 2 mounted knights with lances and then 10 footmen with spears and shields.
Oh, come on! Why would there be so many people here?
I don't know what they even want. We are just 4 tiny dragon-like creatures. What? What?
Excuse me, tiny dragon-like creatures, says the lead knight. You are under arrest.
Why?
Frankly, you're
the border patrol.
You're you just kind of appeared and your little weird dragon things. Boys, bring the nets. And before too much can happen, nets are being tossed over on top of you guys. And you are captured by the guard of Outlast.
Let me
Don't you know who I am as I struggle against the nets?
Yeah.
No, that's actually the problem. That's literally the problem. You're just weird dragons that appeared out of nowhere. We don't know who you are.
Yeah, actually, we're just travelers, but that guy brought us into a portal that turned us into this.
Oh, fine. Tell them I'm the coyote. Wait to turn on me, guys.
It is your bloody fault.
I don't see how walking through a portal that I explicitly told you about, then led you to, can possibly be construed as being my fault.
Well, you never told us about any risks. Even when we asked, you said it would be fine. Everything would be fine.
It is fine. I didn't know La Migra was going to be here.
I slap Rob with one of my, or Mac with one of my wings, like.
Does the net keep him from being able to do that?
It's all futile. Everything is futile. He doesn't slap you, but he also doesn't not slap you because you can't really dodge. So it's kind of like it's just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
So
the four of
anyway.
you get dragged into Outlast Prison, which
okay.
is the same thing as the fighting pits because as prisoners you are now slaves sentenced to fight to the death.
We can just fly out.
No, they're just gonna have nets ready for us.
Yeah, it's not going to be that easy. They've accounted for all options.
This totally worked out. Now we just have to find Colleen.
All right. You guys are downstairs under the fighting pits themselves. What's that game? What's the game? Fighting pits, and they're downstairs, and you can...
Robots?
Elder Scrolls Oblivion?
Pokemon?
Robo Wars?
It might be Oblivion. Robo Wars.
Oblivion is where you have the arena and the fighting pits.
Yeah, Oblivion has the arena in the main town.
Yeah.
And
You
the
go
fighting
up
pits
and
are
you fight a
not
bunch of
under
people
the
every
arena, but
time.
kind of on a lower floor.
Yeah, no, they're underground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind
Definitely
of
underground.
kind of underground.
Yeah, it's the underground section of the Oblivion arena sort of thing. You can hear the footsteps of the crowd above pounding on their seats, their chairs. You can hear their shouts, and you can hear the clash of blows coming from the people that are currently in the fighting pits. You guys are dumped out of your nets, and big heavy doors are shut behind you. You notice there are a few other people here, prisoners, slaves, turned into unwilling gladiators.
Hey guys, it worked. I got us straight to the fighting pits. Everything's going according to plan.
What
Colleen?
was her name again?
Colleen!
Yeah, anybody, is here anybody here that goes under that name?
Was the daughter Colleen or was the mother Colleen?
The daughter's Colleen.
Anybody who is familiar with the name Colleen? Are you here?
Someone kind of pokes their head out, a young woman. I know Colleen.
Oh, where is she?
Who are you? Why should I tell you, you little weird fly?
Fly.
Fly. Oversized fly.
I will have you know that I am a 100% certified.
Yeah, there's no poo over here. What are you doing?
We're here to rescue Colleen.
Not the rest of us, though.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe we could put you into the plan. That seems like that might be like, I don't know. Vincent, could you learn a lesson by rescuing all of them?
If it makes me go back to my original form, yes. Let's stage an uprising.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Let's Thor Ragnarok.
Then I will strangle.
Thor Ragnarok this thing.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we can't do anything much right now, so what's the plan?
Plan first, we have to find Colleen. That's step one of the plan.
Well, yeah, that seems like a good plan. All right, look, first step. So,
we'll take you all with us.
But where are we going?
Anyway, first of all, you said you know her.
Yeah, I'm Colleen, she says.
No, I feel it. That was
Your mom sent us.
What's her name?
Her name is Woman Who Knows Way Too Much About the History of...
Oh, yeah, it's definitely my mom. Yep. She's a history teacher, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
She told us a lot about Cuba.
What kind of nerd becomes a history teacher?
What kind of nerd becomes a dragon that pseudo dragon that is bad at his job?
Hey, now, if I had a belt, that would have been below it.
Well, yeah, because
I wish I could wear belts again.
to be fair, it's kind of, and he's kind of flying through the air. This is kind of pleasant flying through, but I wish I had my.
Well, yeah,
I
check
can't
it out.
do anything
Fly
with
now,
these
right? You can fly.
arms. I can't do anything with these, and he has these weak arms.
Okay, the little T-Rex arms, I mean, that's just the price you pay because you can fly now.
Yeah,
And check this out, guys, in case you didn't notice it. And like I go over into a corner and just go like,
Yeah.
and blend in with the stonework.
He just
How
disappears.
old are you, Mac?
Actually, we can see him because we can see him.
20% of you. Actually, you guys can see because pseudo dragons can see invisible. Could you see invisible before? No, you couldn't.
Well, that might be useful in getting everybody out of here.
It also says pseudo dragons have a lifespan of 10 to 15 years.
Oh god.
Big Bad Ken was
So, again, yes, we are definitely house cats.
Plus, you guys check out, like, pull up my tail and show the spiky part. This is like a one-shotter right there.
Yes.
Save
Then-
versus poison. Boom! It's the I win button.
Okay, so, question. When do they stage the next fights?
Oh, as soon as someone dies.
Okay, we will
Should be any
probably-
minute now.
Okay, how does it go? Do they open the door, or
What do you
whatever?
mean?
I mean, how do they fetch the next fighter from in here?
Oh. Well, when someone dies, they drag a body back down, then they hand us weapons, and tell us to go fight. Very straightforward.
Why do they drag the body back? We're not supposed to eat it, are we?
Flies. So many flies. No, we don't eat the bodies, but they're not just gonna leave them out there. You can trip on them. Doesn't make for as exciting of a battle. You gotta clean the field, you know?
Sure.
Okay, so we're here now. So how do we get out of here now, Colleen? This is your ground.
Excuse me, you're the rescue party, not me.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Mac. Let's see.
Pseudo
What...
dragons help those who help themselves.
Mac,
So,
we are not natural pseudo dragons.
You're not?
No, we were transformed because of him, because he told us to go through a portal to
Oh my
Outlast.
god, who just goes through portals without checking first?
I know.
people who
It
want
was
to
a
be
mistake on our
handsome.
part. Anyway, Mac, do you know when the next portal portal will appear? You should know that
There's
that's
another
your
one
job.
outside of town that'll take us back. It's the other way portal. You didn't think there would only be like one-way portal that goes here, then no portal back.
Yes, that's why I asked you where the other one is.
Yeah, it's outside on the other side of town. I'm guessing they won't be trapping the portal that goes away because they never see people come out of it.
Well, one problem is, if we go through that portal, we might turn back, but if they go through that portal, they will definitely turn into pseudo dragons.
Sounds like a win-win for everybody except for you guys, I guess.
God, I hate you.
All right. So while you guys were being haters, I was coming up with a plan. It's simplicity itself. When they come in to grab the next gladiator, everybody, us, Colleen, the gladiators, we just use our camouflage reflex so they think everybody's gone out. And then they go, oh my God, they've all escaped. And they go running out to look for us. And they're so crazy because everyone's escaped. They don't even think to close the door. And then we just run out.
Do you think
except for the other
everybody
ones
is...
can't go.
Yes, do you think everybody is a pseudo dragon?
Just everybody use your camouflage reflex. I can't believe you guys haven't thought of it before.
Pseudo dragons are... Humans are not pseudo dragons.
Don't be so hard on yourselves, guys. You couldn't help it. But hey, apparently with this portal, you can be.
That kind of like massaging his temples with his tiny hand.
I think Victor's like, maybe this was Mac's plan all along, is turning everyone into pseudo dragons.
I mean, that's one of the great things about being pseudo dragons. Is all you humans, you always seem to be getting headaches. Every time I see humans, they're just like rubbing their heads like that.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Ugh. What did you actually do before you got that job where you had to fulfill someone's wish?
Well, like I said, I had the job to convince the Cubans that gladiatorial combat was bad. And,
Well, you did a piss poor job at that.
You know, that's not my fault that apparently humans all have learning disabilities. You know, I'm a busy pseudo dragon. I got a lot of irons in the fire, and
You had one iron in the fire for 2 years.
I got a lot of good stuff going for me. Yeah.
I kind of get at the other. We could just end it with a sting to him, you know. It would actually be merciful, I think.
We all got these really awesome stings now, you guys. I don't know what you're worried about.
I'd like to say soon.
It's a one shot.
we might still need him.
Everybody complains about getting one-shotted by creatures in 2nd edition. Now you get to be the one-shotters.
You know, you should be careful how many walls you're going to break through today. You know, we already went through a
We're in
portal.
a prison. Breaking through walls is what we're trying to do.
Maybe.
All right, 1, 2, 3. If we just figure out which one of these is the 4th one,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you out of here.
Right.
So, actually, what are we going to do? These people cannot camouflage themselves.
Right.
We
Howard,
could.
Victor.
I mean, how?
All right, we got
many-
Colleen here. She's been here for a long time, so I'm betting she can tell us some important details. And first, we'll think that like there's nothing important about him, but then one of us will go, and then she'll say something else. One of us will go, "Hey, wait!" And then we'll totally have a plan, which we'll enact without telling anybody who's viewing us what that plan is. So it's a surprise to them.
Right.
Colleen
So
leans forward and says, "Oh my God, you guys are so incompetent. Seriously?"
Don't talk about us, talk about him.
They can't help it. They just became pseudo dragons.
Oh my God, you're the worst of them all. Seriously. You think they're just gonna let a bunch of dragons disappear out of the middle of here? You know, this place is heavily guarded. This fighting pit is not something that one just walks out of. You'd need some sort of, I don't know, contraption to fling us over the walls or something to get out of here.
Well, we can't carry you. We're too tiny and puny for that.
All I'm hearing is, I can't do this, I can't do that. Really? Did my mom really hire the crappiest heroes in the world to come and rescue me?
I was the strongest in the tavern before I was turned into that.
We could
Well, okay,
have
okay,
ridden
you know
the
what?
Shadu and the Bronze Dragon, but someone.
So you could have come here with a bronze dragon to rescue me, but instead you decided to be little tiny...
I know, but luckily...
I was outvoted on this, and I can't believe, in retrospect, I was outvoted.
Okay,
Democracy sucks.
To be fair, what can we do? We can turn basically invisible to normal people. We can see invisible creatures. We can, if he's right, we can put someone out of commission pretty with this thing. Point at the sticker.
Okay. So, who has the keys? Who has the keys? Because I'm guessing we can get out with keys. No?
Well, they're still guards.
Could we blend in and perhaps snatch the keys and bring them here and release the prisoners? Is that a thing?
Well, we can go invisible, basically, almost.
Okay.
How many people are on guard at the same time?
Wait, what do you mean? Like
Here, this is like a big holding.
So once you get up to the sand pits, I've actually been here for a couple of weeks. I've killed about 10 people so far. It's been
nice.
not so bad actually. But you know, there's the sand pits, and then there's a bunch of guards with crossbows and some wizards up there in case one of the contestants gets a little whatever. And then they can web you, or fireball you, or lightning bolt you, or slow you, or heat metal you, or warp the wood, or use the ropes that are kind of scattered throughout the arena and the bind spell, and then just pepper you with crossbows. So there's lots of guards up there, also to keep the crowd at bay. Every now and then a crowd member tries to streak across the arena floor. Never goes well.
Completely naked, I guess.
Completely naked, 10 AC, easily shot down.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the security like at nighttime?
You know, Colleen, you seem to be really, really negative here. All I hear is about the things you can't do. Hello, like call the other prisoners. How many of all of you would be grateful to have a squad of Sioux dragons come to your rescue?
I just.
Come on, I can't. A little louder. There, see?
I hover over to Colleen. If you want to end him, I'm behind you.
I would like to end him only after I get out of here.
Well, that's fair. Anyway, the only way out of this place here is through the sand pits, right? Or is there another way out?
Oh, I mean, you just came in through the front door,
Yes.
but it's locked. And there's probably guards on the other side.
Okay. Look at the front door. Front door. How big were the openings in it?
It's a big, like 15-foot wide doorway that's like 15 feet tall as well. It's a huge set of doors, so they can take any equipment in or out that they might need.
Okay, so it's just solid door. No.
Big.
Openings.
I mean, it's a set of double doors, wood banded in brass and bronze.
And the door to our cell is it?
No, you're not in a cell. You're just kind of like in a big open area underneath the pit.
Okay, and the main door is to that area. Or
yes, there's a door that the front door that you came in comes down into here, and then there's a gate that leads out into the fighting pits. And you haven't explored this full underground area, but there's probably like other shit down here. But those are the two entrances.
Oh, okay. So
You've been down here all this time and you haven't explored it?
I've explored it. Have you explored it? No.
Okay, good. Well, I thought you were saying that you hadn't explored it because I was
Oh my
going to
god.
be all.
If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them, but I'd really appreciate it if you just saved my life and got me out of here so I don't have to kill any more people.
Yeah, I got questions like that big statue, the big, huge, scary bruiser-looking guy that they've got over there by the door. Who's he? Why do they have that big, scary statue of that really scary-looking gladiator guy?
That's Nick. Statue of Nick. Yeah, he's the patron saint of Outlast.
Wow, he's a scary-looking dude.
Yeah, he used to use these big metal claws to rip people apart.
Oh my god. If somehow the guards thought he was coming at them, I bet they'd be scared.
Oh, they would be terrified, but, it's just a statue. How do you make the statue move?
Yeah, Mac.
Yeah.
How do you?
You come up with something, I'm going to have a look around here. I flutter off.
I'll look around as well.
All right. It's a circular, hallway that wraps all the way around the fighting pit. There's an area with weapons where people are training and sparring. They're like blunted weapons. And there's some armor. There's some shields. There's cell bars, beyond which are like bedrooms, quote unquote. But they use bars so you can see through them. It's not like they lock at night. I mean, maybe they could lock at night. You're not really sure, but it's more of like the transparency issue. While still giving everyone some room. There's a little pile of corpses, probably from today's arena battles going on. Nice. Let's see, what else do we have? There's a well with water that comes out. There's a latrine, which is on the opposite side of the circle from the well. What else might be interesting to you in here? There's a dining hall that's attached to a kitchen that kind of, it goes off of the circle like it's a radial band. And that has a big table, and there are 4 dwarves in the kitchen cooking food. Yeah.
The gate to the sand pits is a grated gate, right?
It's like a portcullis, but then beyond the portcullis are wooden doors as well, but those doors are currently open, so you can see through the portcullis up the ramp into the sand pit.
How for a pit of despair and lost hope, this is kind of a cozy little setup here.
Shut up, Mac.
Neal, how big is the space between the grades? Big enough for a tiny pseudo-dragon? Yeah,
big.
Big enough for a tiny pseudo-dragon.
Maybe. I mean, are you actually size tiny, size T?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys could totally fly through the portcullis, no problem.
There are no windows.
No, you're underground.
Okay.
Are the dwarves also slaves, or?
Do you ask them? Do you want to have a conversation with dwarves right now?
I flutter into into the kitchen to look like.
Let's not get pulled into a conversation with dwarves. They're pushy. They say a bunch of irrelevant stuff.
Maybe they know about this. This structure's integrity.
God, once they start talking, you cannot get dwarves to shut up. Can you imagine?
You're being awfully species right now.
Hello there, flying thingy. Who the hell are you?
Well,
I'm
we are the
Victor.
newest edition.
Oh, there's a bunch of you talking all at once and I can't understand you. Maybe speak one at a time.
Hello, you?
Hello.
Preparing food, I see.
Yep. Preparing food for all the people so that they can be strong when they fight other people.
But you don't fight yourself?
Oh no. It's an honor to cook for the gladiators of Outlast.
I see. But you're not kept captive here?
Volunteers. Well, volunteers. Employees, technically. Paid employees.
I
Wait,
see.
so are any...
So what's on the menu?
He looks side to side. What's it to you? Do you have a special request?
I'm just wondering. Is there meat?
Yep, there's meat on the menu.
Okay.
Not, it didn't used to be, but it's back on the menu now.
Ah, I see.
Ugh.
I like. It's like what kind of meat is it, Neal?
Oh, it's some sort of red meat.
Right.
It's just like sitting there frying up in a frying pan.
You know, if it's orc, I will sting you. Yes, I had the pleasure before.
Does this meat only go to like? Is this meat only for the gladiators? Do you cook for?
Aren't you a
anyone else?
gladiator?
We are.
Well, then this meat's for you.
I'm glad to be here.
So are any of you chefs like secretly a badass special forces guy? Like
One dwarf who's got like one eye and he's only got like one hand and he's got like a peg leg and there's like clearly scar marks that cross his body. He goes, I came up through the fighting pits myself, freed as freed from being a slave and volunteered to be a cook. Couldn't leave the place behind.
And how does one be freed from being a gladiator? You have to win.
Win
Many
enough
fights, I think.
battles to be freed. Yep.
how many is that? One?
No. 365 consecutive battles.
Oh.
So 1 year. Oh.
Well, I mean, you might have more than one battle in a day, or you might not have any battles for a week, but yeah.
Is any of you like actually a secret special forces guy who stopped a little earlier in his career and has more body parts?
Johnny, it's his off day today. Yeah.
There's surprisingly a lot of dwarven special forces in here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
You're all from the special bearded badasses battalion.
Sort of. Johnny's over in Hope right now. I don't know where any of the other ones are.
well, thank you for your patience.
Well, hold on. Don't go quite yet. We have a lot of catching up to do. You know, us dwarves, we live hundreds of years, so we like to have conversations that last a long time.
Yes, I know the perfect person to fill
So
your...
tell me about yourself, little
And I
flying
push-
pseudo-dragon. Where did you come from?
I push Mac forwards. He can tell you all you need to know.
Whoa, you guys! This is everyone seems wanting to escape from here, but I'm looking around. I mean, you've got some beautiful meat cooking, and you've got all these veggies, that big pumpkin, and all those carrots and things.
Well, I mean, it is La Arena. Many people do try to escape from it.
I don't know why. I mean, I'm looking at this stuff, and this is good food. I mean, do you make cakes here? Is that food coloring for like frosting and stuff over there?
Yes.
All right. Well, this also looks really good, but we got to go figure out how to make guards think that Saint Nick is like arisen and coming back. Well, do you guys like carve faces on your big pumpkins like that? I hear some places do that.
They shake their heads, and the guy that you're talking to goes, "No, we just do ice sculptures."
Oh, you don't happen to have any conveniently deadly poison on you, do you?
You have convenient deadly poison on you. You have it in you, dude. You're a pseudo dragon.
But we can't extract it.
We could inject the meat.
What do you think it is when we poison people?
Not extracting. We do
It depends on your perspective. If you're the one who gets hit, then it's definitely extracting.
So
No, it's still not extracting. That's not how it works.
Oh my god. So we're small enough to like go for the portcullis.
Totally.
Right? Could we like try and poison the guards maybe? Like
There's a lot of magic wielding, crossbow wielding guards out there. It would be...
Oh my god, I don't know.
Improbable.
I go down into the well to see if it like has any kind of like secret stuff to it.
I don't know, you guys. I mean, I think we're getting distracted by all these, spare suits of armor, and and pumpkins and carrots and food coloring to color them all, and knives that could carve a face into a pumpkin, and candles that could be placed in it. We've got to put all that out of our head and think of a way to make them think that Saint Nick has risen and is very displeased with them.
Well, do you have an idea?
No, because I keep getting distracted by these suits of armor and the giant pumpkin and those carrots. I feel like they kind of look like big fighting claws. I don't know. Anyway, how are we going to do this, guys?
I flutter over to him and put like my tiny claw dragon hands over his eyes. So no, you don't see anymore. So you're not distracted from any shiny stuff. So what's the plan? And that is shiny.
So I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, we can get out of here.
Yes, but we have a mission.
Yeah. Do you think any of those other prisoners look like they're right on the verge of learning something?
How about you concentrate on getting everybody?
Like maybe they're being really thoughtful, but they're not quite there.
Neal,
Yo, what's up?
what do the bodies look like?
Dead. They're armored, mismatched bits and pieces, weapons nearby, shields on them. Some have holes in the stomach, some in the chest, some in the face, some have arms missing here and there. What sort of body are you looking for?
Oh, I'm just wondering if they like purposefully make sure each body is dead or what.
I don't know. You can start digging through the bodies. These ones all appear to be dead.
No, but does it look like they've done a double tap to the head for each one?
Definitely not.
Okay. All right.
Why are you looking at those bodies? You want armor? There's plenty of good armor over on that armor table.
Shut up, Mark.
That one suit over there. It looks almost exactly like the one on that statue. Kind of weird, huh? Anyway, we've got to think of a way to make them think that Saint Nick is coming for them.
You know what? I have an idea. Floating armor. Go. So what?
Floating armor? Where do you get ideas like that?
I don't know.
What would they think is the head? What would they even think was the head of the ghostly Saint Nick? Something like, what would they think was the intimidating head of ghostly Saint Nick with like what flames and light coming out of its mouth and eyes or something? And
Too
some
bad
big
we cannot do that.
mouth that's all jaggedy. Like, what would they even think was that?
A ghost, a wraith, whatever. Anyway,
I mean,
how
what
would
would we
you?
even have that would give that appearance? You know what? You guys don't know anything. I'm gonna go ask if those cooks have pumpkin spice lattes. While you try to think of some sort of scary head thing to put on the ghost we're gonna make.
You know what? Big Bad Ken's just going to float over to the the pumpkin, pick up a knife.
All right, give me a charisma check for how well you can create art.
Charisma for art?
Yeah. Because it's more about your vision than it is about your handwork, you know? So you make a pumpkin face.
Well,
And it's okay.
We could use that. Unless you want something better done.
You have 4 charisma?
Yes.
Jesus.
Why do you think I'm a dick
No,
the whole time?
I'm like, no. It should be more like this, and take it from him.
Yeah, make those eyes fierce. I want them fierce.
Yeah.
So,
I want them fierce, like when they look at you.
I like more
you
like
look
this.
at your
instead,
outfit, and like you're
You know what we
wondering
could do?
what part of it is so bad.
You know what we could do? We
Really?
could get the skin of one of the dead guys and put it on the pumpkin. The face of a dead guy on a
You are
carved
dark.
pumpkin.
You are dark.
I've been to dark
I'm
places.
gonna call you Big Dark Kane because you are dark.
I'm already called Big Bad Kane. That kind of makes it clear. But we could do
Yeah, but
that.
there's like bad and there's dark.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to.
This is so not. This is so not PG.
No, it isn't. Okay, Neal, I'm going to skin a face.
That's like a hard R right there, dude.
You're gonna do what?
Skin a face.
A person's face.
A dead person's face and put it on the pumpkin.
All right. You do it.
Yes, I'm
You have
doing it.
removed the skin from a person's face and placed it over the pumpkin face that Victor or Vincent has carved.
And maybe
This
maybe
was some.
maybe put some carve some skin so it kind of matches the pumpkin face.
I don't know where you're from, dude. I was just talking some animated Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman kind of stuff animated, and you turned it into some Saw kind of shit right there.
Well, welcome to the real world. We are not living in some mystical fairy tale here.
Look at yourself.
Look at yourself.
Exactly.
We're all pseudo dragons. We all look the same.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask around and find out what they do with the bodies.
Apparently, they keep them around so some psycho can skin their faces.
Well, they stack them up here, and at the end of the day, they take them away, except for the ones that the dwarves requisition.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Wait, what?
Yeah, mystery meat.
Maybe they test out their recipes on the dead bodies, because that way, since they're already dead, if it's like a bad recipe, it won't mind.
No. They cook them.
Oh, I guess how would they know if it was a good recipe, since like the dead body, wouldn't tell if it enjoyed it or not.
Mac, they cooked the
Speak with
people.
dead. Speak with dead. There's a use for that spell.
I got it.
It's like talking to like a 5-year-old.
All right, so what are you doing, guys? You've been down
I'm go-
here in the pit for 45 minutes now.
I'm going to, well, cut the pumpkin open at the bottom side
Uh-huh.
and, well, hollow it out
Mm-hmm.
and search for a helmet that can but kind of looks similar to the statue?
Give that to me again. So you cut the bottom out of the pumpkin.
Hollow it out.
Hollow it out, right? Pumpkins are hollow already. They're naturally
Okay,
hollow.
No, they're not.
things. Pumpkins are
No, they're
naturally
not.
hollow. There's a little bit of guts in there, but they're predominantly empty. I've made a lot of pumpkin carvings in my lifetime.
Okay,
Pumpkins are like
I was
90% hollow.
If you were trying to claim that they didn't have guts in them, I was just gonna
Well,
be
of
like,
course there are
Yeah.
guts, but they're predominantly empty.
And
Like the guts are just stringy things in between.
And kind of look what that Nick guy has for a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of find a helmet looks similar and fits on the pumpkin.
All right. Okay.
Now we have creepy skin pumpkin face with in helmet.
Yes, you
So why
do,
do
but it's still
they-
just a statue.
Well, there you have your face.
Does it help
Back.
if we're singing a song?
You could sing a song about skinning people's faces. If you want to, I don't.
Jolly old Saint Nick? No.
So do you think they call him Saint Nick because he like nicks people with those fighting claws, or like maybe he brings all the good girls and boys like a severed head on the holiday?
Or he
Or-
brings the gift of death.
Yeah.
So, Mark, here you have your head of Saint Nick.
So okay, yeah. So we just need someone to, put it all on and dress up and like maybe, sit on somebody else's shoulders so they look like they're 10 feet high. And, if only we had like a team of gladiators who could like help lift and move that statue so that it's not where it normally is. And they'll come over and they'll come in and they'll see our big ghostly Saint Nick, and they'll see that the statue is gone and go, oh my God. And then, we could have like, then we would need something to like really back it up. Like, I don't know if there was, some way to have a bunch of people sort of like holding dead bodies and waving them around or something. And I don't know. It sounds like a whole bunch of stuff that we would have no idea how to do.
Well, you sound like you have just the plan for that. How about you get on it while we prepare the corpses? Please work, please work, please work.
Of course, what? You guys have some sort of plan now? Well, let's hear it. Why were you holding out on us?
God damn it. So, about these, about to turn on to the dwarf. So, about you guys requisitioning corpses. What are you doing with them?
Nothing.
I just skinned a face. Tell me what you're doing with them.
How'd you skin a face?
With a knife.
Where'd you get the knife?
Yeah, you said there was weapons and armor down here.
Also,
The
we're in the
dwarf
kitchen.
is saying what the dwarf wants to say. Chill out, Howard.
From the kitchen. Basically, here you can have the knife back.
How did you use a knife when you don't have hands?
Pseudo dragons have hands.
They have hands?
Yes.
Rob, can you back this up while I look for my monsters manual?
They are tiny dragons. They have.
Yeah, they've got arms and hands on the picture.
Arms and
Yeah.
Really?
They're,
Alright,
they're
that's
like
fine.
little red dragons.
Stupid
Yep.
pseudo dragons.
You transformed us into pseudo dragons, Neal. Don't
They
complain.
definitely do have hands. Where are your... Oh, they do have opposable thumbs, I suppose. The dragonettes have opposable thumbs, so I suppose pseudo-dragons can have them too. Yeah, even the fairy dragons have opposable thumbs. How ridiculous. Sure, fine. So the dwarf looks at you and goes, so what's it to you about our requisitions?
I mean, it's just I just want to know because there might.
Alright,
Listen.
alright. But you gotta keep this just between the two of us, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
We
So-
figured out about the taste testing. Don't worry.
What? No. See, by day we're cooks. By night we run an elite training company for up-and-coming dwarven warriors who are going to be special forces, and we need bodies to practice for them to practice hacking apart.
Okay, and how do
So
you?
every
Oh.
night we, take the dead bodies and we just take them outside and take them to the training grounds, and that's where we have our people hack them to bits.
So if someone, I'm not telling anybody would, but theoretically you would take anybody's requisition, even if they are maybe dead.
I mean, they're all dead.
Yes, if they were dead. And you could take them just outside from the arena.
Yep.
Good to know. Don't worry. Nobody will hear a thing.
Okay, good. Whew.
I go to the other, I tell them, I tell the others about this. So, what are you going to do? I don't think we have a lot of time left.
Oh, about 1 hour and 5 minutes.
It's very specific, but yes.
I don't know, guys. I think as a sidekick comedy variety here, I think it's my job just to say some stuff that allows you to have an idea for a plan, but I can't actually think of a good plan on my own.
That's very convenient, Mac.
I feel like the rest of you need to teach Mac a lesson about how not to be the sidekick and how to be the hero of his own story.
Yes. You know, Mac, theoretically, we are now all the new Pseudo Dragons, so we should have that job.
Right.
How about you are the one leading us here, and we give you the useful advice, like because we are now Pseudo Dragons. And since we are all kind of the protagonists here, I vote for the new Pseudo Dragons to give the advice, and the older Pseudo Dragon, the more experienced one, who already has given a lot of advice, to take the lead and do actually act on some advice.
You know,
It's not like you had any choice, because if you decline, you
if
could.
I'm being totally honest, I haven't actually helped a lot of people yet. I do stuff. I've got side projects going on. Like I was cleaning out all the gophers in this one golf course. That was tough, let me tell you. There was like this one time when like the city was just being invaded by ghosts and wraiths and all kinds of stuff, and that just took forever. It was, but you know, and there was that thing with the zebras, like the military zebras. I mean, there was just like stripes everywhere, and
okay, I go up to him.
Actual advice, I'm not really great at.
I go up to him, like put his head, hold his head like this. Mac, this is your chance to be the hero, your chance to ascend into what you truly are supposed to be, your chance to become what you are, what you want to be, a dragon. If you want to be a dragon, you have to act like one. Not just a pseudo dragon, you have to think and act like a dragon.
I don't know. I mean, like,
Mac, if you only
that sounds like a lot of work.
Mac, if you only hesitate and never work, then nothing will come of your little side projects or your main project. You will remain a shitty desk-working pseudo-dragon.
So you're saying that, like, right now I'm just like some like crummy guy who, you know, would like carry around some more important guys, like maybe an important warrior, and I would just be carrying around his clubs or something.
Well, you said, not I. And you
And maybe living in a shack.
You can choose to become the important guy. Don't you want to? Just once in your lifetime?
Sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Well, you have to be honest, giving advice or to adventurers is probably more responsibility, because you are causing actions.
That's the great thing about this gig. The advice doesn't really have to be very good.
Mm-hmm.
I just like say something and then they come up with a plan on their own, and I'm just sort of there. If you actually pay attention to this job, we're mostly just sort of there. And then, like, you know, maybe we do some little thing that helps the hero's plan to work when it's sort of funny when, like, it's about to go all wrong.
Okay,
A couple of one-liners in there.
guys, help me out here, please.
I mean, it's a pretty cushy gig. Let's really pay attention to it.
No,
Okay, well, listen.
back. Like, I mean, I could learn a very valuable lesson, you know, just from looking at.
What do you think you could learn?
Well, I mean, I think that if just by looking, if you lead by example, I think I could perhaps be, you know, I could learn a very valuable lesson about.
Is there like something that we or?
You know what? While you guys are sitting here in the bottom of the dungeon, waiting for your ward, Colleen, to be taken off to go fight, maybe for her last time, we're going to take our last break. This is truly the darkest hour of our campaign. The players are lost with no idea how to proceed, and if they don't figure it out, this will be the most anticlimactic Shenanigans episode ever. So, good luck, and we'll see you all on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.